Hey, do you have that one room that in the middle of winter, it never quite gets as warm as the rest of the house? Well, we have Jim Forquer here. Jim, who can help us with this. Jim, airflow throughout a house. How do you keep that balanced? If you have a room that's, or a couple of zones or areas that just aren't quite up there, what can you do about it?
Well, truth is, Randy, like I say, if it's a forced air system and you have an unfinished basement, usually you'll have a 6-inch heat run to every room. And right off the trunk, you'll have a damper. We call those volume dampers. And since we ran the same size pipe to each room, not every room requires the same amount of airflow. Some will be over conditioned, some will be under conditioned. So what you want to do is once you identify which heat run goes to which room, go down there and throttle off the dampers to the over conditioned room, because they're probably the shorter runs closer to the furnace. They're going to get more airflow. Then the ones farther away, it gives a little bit more static pressure, we call it, a little bit more cubic feet per minute to push towards those rooms to try to give them a chance. Now, the only problem is if there's a lot of restriction, and you want to make sure those dampers are open. The under-conditioned rooms, make sure the dampers are open to those rooms. And the way you do that is the handle runs the same way as the damper. So if the handle's running parallel with the pipe, the damper's open. If it's running, I guess you call it perpendicular to the pipe, it's closed. So you want to make sure the damper's opened on the under-conditioned areas. And your over-conditioned rooms, go ahead and throttle them down a little bit. And that'll give the other rooms a little bit better of a chance. But that's how you balance the airflow. Always make sure you got a clean filter so you got air to work with. If you got a dirty filter, balancing your system's not going to do a thing. You can't pull air through a blocked filter. So make sure that's clean. And if you're having airflow problems, sometimes using a little bit lower of a MERV filter, maybe if you're using an 18 MERV, maybe go to 10. It's a little less efficient, but you'll get more air through it. So that's kind of the trick there. The ones farther from the furnace are going to be probably where you're going to have trouble with airflow problems.
Well, thanks for that tip, Jim. And you know what? If you want some more tips about how to keep your furnace and your air conditioning units tip-top shape, head to the website, forquerheating.com. We do a lot of videos like this, and you can learn a lot from that on how to keep your house and yourself really comfortable. Thanks for watching.